What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, coming at you live at 11:40 at night. I am tired as shit, but you know what? I don't fucking care because I'm committed to
Thug
this
life
channel.
right here. Don't give a fuck if you're tired.
Mate, I wish I still had that John Cena costume that I got for Christmas when I was like 9 years old and had like the word life.
The word life brass knuckles.
Yeah, if I had those right now, I'd put them on because that's what I'm repping for this channel. Word life right here. So joining me, my fellow bullshit club member, TheFive8th, Campbell. What is going on, my man?
Oh, it's not much. Got myself a bit of a headache from work, but doesn't matter. I'm here for the laughs.
Here for the laughs. And of course, there's always the slight chance that Billy could pop up out of nowhere. And also,
he's probably asleep.
Yeah. And I will warn you guys in advance just in case the 0 people that are watching this give a shit. If my brother just shows up out of nowhere, he's not going to join the chat or anything. He's just going to give me back my credit card because he wants to buy some Maccas. So,
may as well just use the Wi-Fi while he's there.
Yeah, I used to use my Wi-Fi while he's at it.
My roommate's probably going to pop in or something. He's probably going to be drunk or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll make it even better. We'll just tell him to join in. Tell him for a good laugh. But yeah, we're here to talk about the greatest Royal Rumble pay-per-view, I guess, that took place in Saudi Arabia last week, and also our predictions for the upcoming Backlash pay-per-view, which takes place this Monday for us Australians. A lot of interesting matches that could take place on this show and all that kind of jazz. So the WWE has had a lot of interesting things take place for them in the last few weeks, ever since WrestleMania has come to a close. There's been a lot of new stars coming up, and the big roster change up, the superstar shake up, and things are looking pretty exciting at the moment for WWE. There's a lot of matches that I feel like could be really awesome, especially going into Backlash and hell even further than that. But before we get to the WWE portion, I want to quickly touch on the Wrestling Dotaku show that New Japan Pro Wrestling took place, because yeah, there was some shit that took place on that show. Because Campbell, would you be all right for me to talk about New Japan?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right then. So the main event was Kazuchika Okada versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. This was a match that I was really, really looking forward to, because Okada, if he was to beat Tanahashi, he would pass his record of most defenses of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, most successful defenses, which was a record previously held by Hiroshi Tanahashi at 11. So now Okada has officially passed him, and how appropriate that he beats the man that held the record, and now he is officially the person with the most defenses in a single run as IWGP Heavyweight Champion. So Kazuchika Okada is just an incredible talent to me, and Tanahashi put on a fantastic performance as well. And just those two guys are just some of the best wrestlers in the world. But the thing that really interested me was, after the match, Kazuchika Okada cuts a promo, and usually he talks about 3 things, although he only talks about fucking 2 things, because the third thing's like, yeah, I've got nothing. So, however, he actually did have something this time, and he's like, all right, so now I've just successfully defending it 12 times. Who's my next opponent? He calls out Kenny Omega to show up, and he actually does. And they announce that they will be facing each other for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Dominion next month. However, it is going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match, and also no time limit, because their last championship match ended in a 60-minute draw. So these guys can go as long as they can. And I'm just super excited for this match. Have you seen the previous Okada Omega matches?
No, I haven't, but I've heard they're pretty fucking spicy.
Yeah, they are very spicy indeed. And I guarantee you, this match is going to be the spiciest of them all. Like,
it's like the Zingers.
It's like the Zinger.
No, I'm just listing KFC fucking items now.
Just just listed off KFC items, just fucking HBKFC just shows up or anything like that. I like where this is going, Campbell. But, yeah, so I'm super hyped up for this show. Dominion, I think, is going to be one of the top shows in all of wrestling this year. I'm going to be shocked if they put on a better show than NXT TakeOver New Orleans, because
that was a pretty fucking good show.
It was one of the best shows WWE has ever put out ever. So I think New Japan definitely has some competition when it comes to that show. Top, and also as well, NXT TakeOver's got a show in Chicago in the not too distant future. So it should be a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the world outside of WWE, including Lucha Underground being renewed for season 4. Great to see, and also Pentagon Jr. winning the Impact Heavyweight Championship, which is awesome to see. So yeah, it looks like Impact Wrestling. I haven't seen any of the new episodes of Impact, but from what I've seen, the things that they've been doing, it seems like they're kind of starting to pick up steam a little bit and kind of be a lot better than they were like
finally getting some momentum again.
Because I've been very convinced, like, shit, I might have to check out Impact again. But
yeah,
the problem is with Impact, it looks like they're gonna get on track again. Like, oh, they might have something good here. But there's
then again,
always something.
There's always the chance that it could like just go all wrong for them.
Yeah, which is just a track record that TNA.
Yeah, classic.
Unfortunately,
TNA.
Classic TNA, just constantly thinking they're going to give you something great, but then kind of
just letting
failing.
you down.
Like, remember when Hogan and Bischoff came into TNA, and everyone said, "Oh man, it's going to be amazing," and they kind of just lost all interest in it. And
they don't even show it Australia anymore, do they?
I don't think they do. No, because like it used to air on Fox.
They used to be on like Fox 8 and that, and I haven't seen any TNA show like in probably 8 years or something on any TV network.
Because Fox 8 used to play TNA Impact Wrestling, and I remember the same block as times, and I used to watch it when I get home from school to catch up what was going on. And this was back in the day when Sting, AJ Styles, bloody Kevin Nash, fucking Christopher Daniels, and like even the women's division, like the Knockouts division was great, like Gail Kim and the Beautiful People and all that. Like it was like, obviously it wasn't perfect because 2019 TNA saw Jenna Maraska versus Sharmell.
What are you talking about? That was the greatest match of all time.
Oh man, I've never seen Jenna Maraska has the worst offense in the history of the business.
Excuse me. Do you want me to leave this call right now?
Well, I'm sorry. I know you're a big Jenna Maraska fan. You have no posters in your fucking room somewhere. And
I can't hang them up. This is a rental, so
I don't want to put blue tack on the fucking wall just in case.
Yeah.
Don't want to give it the risk. That's fair enough. But yeah, so moving back on track, as for just the outside world of wrestling has been very interesting, especially in New Japan. New Japan are just at the top of their game right now and just making you so invested in everything, because I got to talk about this as well. Tetsuya Naito got attacked by Chris Jericho at the fucking Dominion show, because Jericho kept saying in all the interviews and all that, you know what, I'm not coming back to...
No, that's just classic Japan. Chris Jericho.
That is Chris Jericho.
I would never be Chris Jericho's friend, just because, like, I would never trust anything that he'd say. No,
because he says one thing and he does something the next, because he gets attacked by this guy wearing an LIJ mask and just in LIJ gear and all that, beating him up. And he takes off the mask and he's kind of struggling to take it off because it's so tight on him. And he finally takes it off, and it's Chris Jericho. Yeah, that head. It's just Chris Jericho.
It's actually Nate Miles. That's why he was struggling to get it
Nate
off.
Miles versus Tetsuya Naito, 5-star classic right there. Mate, if Nate Miles was a strong style wrestler, that'd be the greatest thing ever. He just hit everyone with the headbutt and they just die instantly. They'd sell it. Like, it'd be fucking great. But that's my pitch for Nate Miles, the professional wrestler. But Chris Jericho, so he beats him up so fucking badly. He grabs the ring bell and he bloodies him fully. Like Tetsuya Naito, like we don't see that in WWE at all anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Sucks.
if this was the Ruthless Aggression era, we'd be seeing this like every second Raw, basically. But
Yeah.
to see this in New Japan and to see something that we haven't seen in a long time, to see Jericho or just another wrestler beat the shit out of someone so bad that they're just bloodied completely, like legit bloodied, and not a capsule like Roman Reigns. It's just crazy to see that, and it's so awesome and fresh. And I think I'm pretty sure Jericho and Naito are going to face for the IWGP Intercontinental title, which is going to be a fantastic match because everyone was saying during his matchup with Kenny Omega in the build-up for this, Jericho's a bit old now. He's not as athletic as he once thought. And then he just completely proved us wrong and say that
it's like he did the John Cena meme where he's like, "Are you sure about that?"
He just rips out of the wall and just pops his head in and shit. And I'm extremely excited to see where they're going to go with this. Like the Dominion show looks absolutely fantastic. They even revealed a new member of Bullet Club, which I hadn't really heard of yet. But this guy, the new member of Bullet Club, is fucking ripped. Like he is pretty fucking bulky, man, and he's looking like he's going to face Will Ospreay for the junior heavyweight title. So that should be really cool to see. I'm not exactly familiar with the new guy in Bullet Club, but like New Japan, man, they are just
killing it
for me. Absolutely killing it as well. Or like it's good because they even have their own Funko Pops coming out. The Young Bucks, Cody, and Kenny Omega are going to have their own Funko Pops. So yeah, they're going on the shelf back there. They're going to be up there with
straight to the pool room.
Straight to the pool room. And so we might as well just talk about the greatest Royal Rumble show, which took place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The attendance record, according to Wikipedia, is around 60,000 people. So, I mean, it was pretty impressive to see that WWE can go to a different country and sell out a big arena there in Saudi Arabia. Like 60,000 people. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like, that's absolutely nuts. Like considering people were doubting like whether it was going to be any good of an event, like that, like get 60,000 into a stadium. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, like especially for the people of Saudi Arabia, which they never really seen anything of that magnitude. I know this is something where WWE and the Saudi Arabian government, I believe, they've got a deal for the next 10 years that WWE is going to come over there and do a big stadium show. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see what they're going to do with Saudi Arabia. And obviously what's been getting a lot of controversy around this event and a lot of criticism is the pretty much no women were on the show at all. Like, not even ring announcers because of the strict laws that Saudi Arabia has when it comes to women in entertainment. Like women were just able to drive last year, I think. They were just passed a law where they can drive.
Yeah, and they were only allowed to attend the event if they were accompanied by a male. And I think they got the shits that they had like a couple female wrestlers in some advertising material.
Yeah, I think there was like Carmella and Sasha Banks because they have this thing where any women that show like gratuity, where like they're showing off too much of their skin,
like their
a little
knees
bit,
or some shit.
Yeah, they show an ankle and they're like, "Oh shit, that's a bit risque." But,
that's too much ankle for me, thank you.
And as for the actual show itself, to me, it looked awesome on paper. Like the match card looked really great, but
it wasn't really the greatest Royal Rumble.
So they lied to us. False advertising.
Fake
WWE.
news.
Fake news right there. But I feel like this just came off as more of like a massive house show.
Yeah.
Which, now that I think about it, that's probably what they're going to do when they come to Melbourne in October.
Yeah, something like that, I reckon.
Which I'm
It's
pretty
gonna be
sure
it's gonna be the not too bad Royal Rumble.
The not too bad Royal Rumble.
Where it's just gonna be a big fuck off Royal Rumble where the winner gets a case of VB and a title with
the
Russell
Australian
Coyton,
Championship.
Yeah, Russell Coyton, Steve Irwin on the plates.
Yeah, like Russell Coyte will do the special ring announcing for the match or something like that. Which honestly, that'd be the fucking best thing ever. If
That'd be so good.
I'd just go to the show just for that, honestly. Like, fuck the wrestling. Russell Coyte in the flesh right in front of me. Like, also, where's All Aussie Adventure Season 3? You said it was coming
10.
out last year. Thanks, Channel 10.
Jeez,
no wonder how have you been paying attention roasts you so much. Like, fucking hell. Like, yeah, the best show on your own network fucking gives you shit. But yeah, by the way, guys, if you don't watch Have You Been Paying Attention, what are you doing if you lie?
They probably don't even. I reckon if anyone's watching this at all, they probably don't even know what it is.
Yeah, so guys, look it up on YouTube if you want a good laugh just at the world in general. But, yeah. So the first match at the Greatest Royal Rumble was John Cena versus Triple H, a WrestleMania 22 rematch. I actually didn't mind this match. Actually,
Yeah.
Triple H was being a cocky heel, what he does best. He was taught in the "you can't see me" thing. But John Cena did what he did best, overcome the odds, and beat Triple H, which I was pretty spot on with my predictions for this show. Actually,
so was I, except I didn't get I did not get the Raw Tag Team Championship one right.
Yeah, I swear I got at least one match wrong. I think it was the Roman Brock match and the AJ Shinsuke match, considering how it ended. But yeah, I thought it was a fine way to open up the show. Two massive stars opening up a pay-per-view is so weird. Like John Cena and Triple H, when you see those two together, yeah, these are the two that main evented WrestleMania 22, and now they're opening a show at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah, which is also pretty cool as well. It's nice to see that they've gotten to a point now in their careers where they don't need to always be in the main event because holy shit, it's John Cena and Triple H. People are gonna come regardless for that.
Pretty much, and I'd have to say that Cena's like not as big a name as he used to be, just because he's like been going off and doing movies and shit.
When it comes to like WWE, just the company alone, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Obviously, outside of WWE, he's becoming a really big star.
Yeah,
like outside, like he's basically following the same footsteps as The Rock. And
even though he said he wasn't going to like 7 years ago.
Yeah, I'm never leaving the company. I'm never going to Hollywood. What kind?
You fucking what, mate?
Yeah, you lying son of a bitch. But yeah, I just thought a fine way to open up the show. And then also a really good match was the match that took place afterwards for the Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto.
I gotta say, fucking 205 Live has definitely turned a corner since Triple H has taken over.
I think Triple H has just made that show like what it should have been from the beginning, in my opinion. Like it's exactly what the show we've been wanting to see. You know, fast-paced action, you know, like simple storylines that conclude to a match at one point because they only have one championship, so they don't have to worry about all these different divisions. They're all in the same boat as each other.
There were rumors that they were going to have tag titles as well, but I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah, but like, is there enough people in the Cruiserweight division to have a tag team title? Because
probably
I know,
not.
Like the Lucha House Party and the Tozawa and Itami team, they were kind of feuding with each other for a while, and they had a really good match on 205 Live, like very fast-paced stuff. And also as well with some of the characters, I feel like they've been used a lot better than they were like a year ago or something like that.
Oh, 100%.
Like Buddy Murphy I'm really excited to see where they're going to go with Buddy Murphy. Like, surely he's going to get a shot at that cruiserweight championship. And
I'm hoping he wins the goddamn thing at some point.
yeah, as an Australian myself, like to see an Aussie win the cruiserweight title would be fucking sick. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if he appears at the Melbourne show at
Oh,
the
he's definitely
MCG.
going to be at the Melbourne
Yeah,
show.
I think all of the Aussies on the main roster are going to be there at least. Like Buddy Murphy.
Maybe TM61 will be there as well.
Yeah, I'd like because that'd be pretty awesome to see. TM61, Billy and Peyton Royce. There's a good chance they're definitely going to be on the show. So, because when WWE was going to India and they were promoting Jinder Mahal in the main event against Triple H.
Yeah,
I for him to fucking lose in the main event
because they realized how shit Jinder was.
Yeah, pretty much. But I was gonna say if we're up to the Jinder match, but no, it is the vacant Raw tag team titles. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy versus Cesaro and Sheamus, and Bray and Matt actually won. Fine by me.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I really like the team of Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. I feel like this is exactly what Bray Wyatt has needed for the longest time because he's just been like so dull, man. Like he's not been the same Bray Wyatt as he was in like 2013 or something like that.
I feel like that Cena feud from 2014 like really ruined him. It really ruined him.
Because like after that, he didn't exactly do anything that was spectacular.
He won the WWE Championship and he was like SmackDown Tag Champion, but he was only transitional champion. For both of those, in my opinion.
Yeah, because like when he became the SmackDown Tag Team Champions at TLC with Orton, he just dropped the belt to American Alpha on the last SmackDown of the year. And also as WWE Champion, he dropped it to Randy Orton at WrestleMania last year. So I'm hoping this isn't the same. I don't think this is going to be the same deal this time with Bray and Matt. I feel like they're going to push them for a little while because Cesaro and Sheamus are now on SmackDown. And Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy can definitely put a lot more spice in the tag team division, considering all the other teams that we have now, like the Authors of Pain are now on Raw, which I would
have personally preferred them to go to SmackDown because I'd prefer to see like them go up against the Bludgeon Brothers, but that's just me.
I mean, yeah, that would have been like that would have made a lot of sense because they're two very dominant teams.
Although they could match up at Survivor Series or something, I reckon.
If they do like a Raw team versus SmackDown team type thing.
Yeah.
Because like how last year they had like the two best teams in the company face each other pretty much. Like maybe that's where they're going, what they're going for.
Yeah, something like that.
If they want to go for this whole Raw champions versus SmackDown champions approach like they did last year, I think a matchup everyone would love to see would be the Authors of Pain versus the Bludgeon Brothers. I think these two guys could have a really intense match that two big dominant teams going out would be pretty freaking awesome to me.
Yeah.
But as for right now, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy as Raw Tag Team Champions is fine by me. They're two
that's
of
cool.
the most interesting people on Monday Night Raw.
I was gonna say like when I saw Cesaro and Sheamus go to SmackDown in the shake-up and saw that they were still going for the titles, I was worried that they would like WWE were just gonna have them on SmackDown for that 1 week and then Cesaro and Sheamus would win the titles and they'd go back to Raw. But I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, we had to think about this as well. This was basically a glorified house show. So anything crazy or we did see something crazy in the Greatest Royal Rumble, and we'll get to that.
We'll get to that eventually.
But Bray and Matt were just the perfect choices to win, in my opinion. And I think they're going to do a great job in the division. Facing off against guys like the Revival, and now that Gallows and Anderson are now on SmackDown, that gives the Revival a chance to finally shine on Monday Night Raw because they've been plagued with the injury bug, basically, and now they finally get the chance to be the team we've all wanted them to see since moving up from the main roster.
Yeah, but I'm hoping they get a run with the tag titles at some point.
Yeah, so the tag team division is very interesting on both brands. at the moment. And so we get to the United States Championship match. Jeff Hardy defending against Jinder Mahal. All right, match. One bit that I found very humorous was
Was that when Jinder fell way too early when Jeff was doing the whisper
that's
in the
exactly
wind?
what I was going to go for. Jinder, you may have sold a little bit early, mate, but
Yeah, fuck.
yeah, fuck you, prick. But it wasn't anything too crazy for this match. Jeff retains the US Championship, which I'm so happy Jeff Hardy is United States Champion. And he looks like he's in a feud with Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin in 2018. Those three guys are feuding in 2018. Man, life is fucking crazy like that.
Absolutely.
But insanity. But it seems like WWE is still pretty content on pushing Jinder. Maybe not as hard as they did last time with the WWE title, but I think like upper mid card to normal mid card status for Jinder, which I feel like they should have just kept him in the first place if they wanted to give him a push, so that if he sucked as US champion, we could just say, oh, at least he was US champion and not fucking WWE champion for 6 months. But I'm happy that WWE is finally giving Jinder a placement where he's not so high up on the card and more US Championship or Intercontinental Championship now that he's on Raw. So, yeah, I hope Jinder can change us around and be the character that we all want him to be, that I want him to be, and not having to rely on just cheesy, terrible writing. But then again, he is on Raw, so
yeah.
exactly.
So expect a lot of BS booking and probably
racial stereotypes.
Racial stereotypes.
All the good shit.
Out finishes to his matches.
All the good shit.
All the good Monday Night Raw stuff.
The mundane night Raw stuff right there. So the SmackDown Tag Team title match between the Bludgeon Brothers and the Usos. Bludgeon Brothers retained. No shock there. The ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, a fatal four-way ladder match. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. This kind of let me down a little bit because I thought these four guys were going to just go balls to the walls and just put on a fantastic match. But honestly, like we keep saying, this is basically a glorified house show, so they're not going to go too fucking crazy here, unfortunately, which I wish they could have done. But I mean, just look at the talent involved. Like, if they were able to go all out, this match could have been fucking amazing. But
could have stolen the show.
Oh. Yeah, I felt like they were told to kind of tone it down a little bit, just to make the other matches look good, I guess. Because there were a lot of spots in the match that were really cool to see, but there was no super high spots or anything like that. Nothing like the North American Championship ladder match at NXT TakeOver last month. But Seth Rollins retains the IC title after snatching it right in front of Finn Balor. So we'd have to see a Rollins Balor feud in the future. It looks like that's where they're going with it.
I think they're god damn it. I think they're headed in that direction now.
Yeah, and I think Finn's gonna turn heel soon. I mean, I can see them doing the whole babyface feud for a while, but I feel like eventually one of them's gonna turn heel, and I think that person's gonna be Finn Balor.
I would like a Finn Balor heel turn at some point because the heel Nakamura has been really good in my opinion.
Yeah, and also
it could do something. It could do like great things for Balor as well.
Yeah, he can be able to express some of that like rock and roller character that he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling when he was just forming the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
So if he can kind of get back some of that swagger that he had, because don't get me wrong, Finn Balor's great, but he's the whole like smiling at everything and just the demon paint. We haven't seen the demon paint since like TLC, so we're wondering where's that hiding. Like, we didn't even see it at WrestleMania this year. It was really odd to see, but
you'd think hoping, for like the show they would have brought out the paint.
But I'm hoping if they do turn Balor heel and have a great feud with Rollins and Balor, I think those two guys could have one of the best feuds of the year. But after that, we have the WWE Championship match: AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. these two fought to a double count out, which I wasn't exactly mad about because it did fit their story. To me personally, I feel like this made their story a lot more interesting because afterwards, AJ Styles after the match just went fucking in on Nakamura. So
Just
the
killed
heat
him.
between these two is definitely there, and I think this is all gonna, and this is definitely gonna culminate at Backlash, unless they have one more match between each other. But Nakamura as a heel, he's been doing great. He's basically his gimmick is he likes to give people low blows, pretty much. He's no longer the king of
he has
strong
a he has a
king of low
fashion
blow style.
he has a fascination with people's balls or something, and giving them a good old punch.
You're not punching nuts,
Good
pretty
old
much. And
dick
also,
punch.
yeah, also as well, his theme song is absolutely lit as well. Billy just
Did he
just put
message
in
the
the chat.
chat?
Yeah, he just said, "Well, I'm fucked."
Oh, what's happened?
Yeah. Hopefully it's not anything too serious.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's going to put a damper on the
put a
show.
damper on the live stream.
Yeah, that's it. Just got home from a wrestling show.
Ah, okay.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So
That's fine.
Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. We don't want to reveal too much about it, but yeah, that's what happened. So we'll move on to the casket match between Rusev, it's Rusev Day, baby, and The Undertaker. This was a change to Undertaker and Jericho. Because it did start off originally as Undertaker versus Rusev, but then it changed to Undertaker versus Chris Jericho.
And then it changed back.
So I'm like, what was that about?
I heard the reason that they changed it from Rusev to Jericho was like, I think apparently like they thought that Rusev called the Undertaker old or something, or called him like an old man or some shit like that, and they were worried that Undertaker would get offended by it, but he actually had a laugh about it.
Yeah, good old Undertaker.
Something like that. It would definitely be like a Vince thing to do that, I reckon.
Yeah, that was definitely a Vince idea because it's like, oh, any excuse to get Rusev out of a big match, I think he would kind of take.
And you know, if he was gonna suspend Titus for like 2 months for trying to let trying to
hug him basically.
Well, yeah, try to let Stephanie go first, then yeah, he would definitely take someone out of a match for calling someone old.
Yeah, I think anything referring old or anything like that kind of hits at Vince a little bit too close to home because he himself he's not exactly a young man anymore.
He's no spring chicken.
That's what I was gonna say.
He's one of those Woolies fucking roast chooks that have been sitting there all day.
Just been sitting for the last 2 days and no one fucking bought it. So like, we have to, and so the workers there just have to look at the chicken and just go into the trash it goes and just fucking take it out back and throw it out. That's Vince at this point.
Fucking hell.
That's fucking brutal. I'm sorry, Vince.
Jesus, that would happen fucking places.
Mate, see, this is why we're never going to get signed to the WWE. Just throw that out the fucking window. So, the casket match was fine. I liked Rusev selling of The Undertaker. Just like anytime he'd get up or anything like that, Rusev would kind of freak out a little bit. And the ending was fun as well. Undertaker putting both Rusev and Aiden English into the coffin, winning the match. So, yeah, it was nice to see The Undertaker. I've kind of accepted the fact that his retirement at WrestleMania 33 wasn't exactly a retirement.
It's fake news.
Yeah, it was just fake news, man. So
he finally found his hat and gloves and coat.
Yeah, it took him a whole year, but at least he found them. That's the main thing. It's been sitting in the lost and found pile for a whole year, and he finally fucking found them. So after that was the steel cage match for the Universal title. Barack Lesnar, Barack Obama defending against the big dog Roman Reigns, and this match ended pretty controversial in controversial fashion. because Roman Reigns spears Brock Lesnar through the cage, which I saw some people online thought this was just a cheap way to get out of this match. But I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was a cool ending.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot to end the
Yeah,
match.
I thought it was all right. But there's a bit of controversy because Roman's feet technically touched the ground first before Brock, but the referee gives the decision to Brock Lesnar. So I'm not sure if that was on purpose or if that was accidental. I'm sure the plan, like all along, was for Brock to win the Universal title. Maybe Roman kind of accidentally like put his feet onto the ground, or maybe this was their plan all along. And if so,
Yeah,
that's a good fucking idea, just in case they want to do Brock and Roman again, which personally I don't want to see. But if they were to do that again, it would give them a good story to come back from. So
yeah. But I heard that they gave it to Brock because his back touched it first. But the rules have always been that your feet have to hit both feet have to hit the floor
yeah,
first.
that's
Which
it.
I don't know, but yeah,
It's a
whatever.
weird one.
It is what it is.
I think it was just I think it may have been accidental, and WWE was like, shit, we got to come up with some excuse for it, eh? So yeah, Brock retains, which I thought Roman was gonna win, but
Yes.
yeah, it looks
So
like Brock's
I sort of did, but I was like, nah, Brock's winning it.
because he wants. How long is he gonna keep the belt for?
I
When's
don't
he gonna
know.
drop it? SummerSlam? Surely SummerSlam. If he was,
I'm
I don't.
just yeah.
I can't see him keeping that belt until WrestleMania 35.
There's no way. It's
If
like
he's even going to still be with the company by WrestleMania 35 and not fuck off to UFC.
I reckon they're just holding out for Punk's record to be broken, which is
Yeah,
like
and
another month or so.
yeah, and even if like he's going to break the record at this point, like there's nothing we can really do about it. But even then,
It's
he's the
just such a
longest reigning Universal Champion. He's not the longest reigning WWE champion of the past God knows how many years.
yeah.
WWE might say,
It's,
oh, he's the longest reigning world champion, but no,
it's
Punk's
just
still the
stupid
longest reigning
because
WWE champion.
they're building it up like it's some massive achievement, but he's only defended the title like a handful of times. Like I
Yeah,
could probably count on one hand the amount of times that he's defended the title since he won it.
yeah. But here's the fit, and like they're building up and all that, but I guarantee you, CM Punk defended that WWE Championship more times in 2 weeks than Brock has in his entire run,
That's probably
including
not even
house shows,
that's probably not even wrong.
As well. Like, stop building up this whole you're not going to stop, but you're building up this Brock Lesnar thing as something like that's so impressive. Oh, he's held the championship for a year. He barely fucking defends it. Why? How is that so impressive? It's not like in New Japan where they save the amount of defenses
Yeah, and
and
it's
they
not like
build it
It's not like the UFC where they only defended like every few pay-per-views.
because if you look at every other champion in WWE, they're putting their belts on the line on just about every house show and on every pay-per-view as well. And then you have guys like Brock Lesnar who will occasionally defend it on a house show, but in reality, he's nowhere near as great as a champion as everyone builds him up to be. He's kind of an
Yeah,
overrated champion.
yeah, no. His days as a champion are like well behind him. He was way better as a champion, like in 2002, 2003, when he was actually full time.
Yeah, when he was a full-time talent. But here's the thing: when you have making heaps of money, who cares what anyone thinks? That's in Brock's head. Anyway, but let's get to the big fucking thing. The reason why everyone came to this event, the 50-man Royal Rumble match, the quote unquote greatest Royal Rumble event. They won a big fuck off trophy and a
A green belt.
What an honor, like right there. But so we kick things off with Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. By the way, Daniel Bryan ended up surpassing Rey Mysterio's length
No,
inside
he's
of the Royal Rumble.
not happy with him now. He's fucked over my boy Ray.
Oh shit! He's dissing the 619 live division, mate.
Mm.
That ain't good.
Gonna have to teach him a lesson.
Mate, I think you might have to put that Mysterio division title on the line.
No, I'll put it on the line against him.
Mate, I think are we going to see the 5'8" versus Daniel Bryan in the future? I think that might have to be the match. Step up from Gilbert, that's for sure.
Oh, mate, it still counts.
Still counts. Some other entries were Sin Cara, Curtis Axel.
Me.
Yeah, that when you were in the Rumble, you fucking just you
tore
it out in there, man.
Tore it up.
15 eliminations in a minute. Like it
49 eliminations. I eliminated everybody.
Yeah, you won the Royal Rumble, mate. I got to say,
I won the green belt. I won your door.
Yeah. Campbell's hiding the green title actually because it's so sacred that he can't show it on camera.
Yeah. Plus, I've moved house again, so it's probably in a box somewhere. I don't know where it is.
He's just come home from Saudi Arabia. He's fucking knackered.
I probably lost it. You know how jet lag gets.
Yeah. It's just starting to finally weigh off of him. So yeah, I just gotta say congratulations to Campbell on winning the Grand Royal Rumble. But
thank you, man.
No problems, mate. So the other people in the match were Mark Henry and Mike Kanellis came out number 5 and number 6. And then number 7, Hiroki Sumi, whoever the fuck that guy was. From what I heard, he was the big sumo wrestler. From what the rumors I've been hearing, apparently the leader of Saudi Arabia or someone like that wanted Yokozuna to be in the match.
Yeah, they wanted like Yokozuna and Ultimate Warrior,
but they had to pull them aside and say,
I wonder how they broke the news.
Just Triple H is like, well, I don't know how to tell you this, but Yokozuna's been dead for like 20 fucking years, man. Like, oh, dude, it's like imagine the disappointment that was on his face when.
They could have gotten the Renegade into
He's dead too.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Renegade. He's dead too. Imagine if like the Arabian government's like, oh, the Renegade, surely. He's still like, no, he's dead. What the fuck, man?
Why is everybody dead?
I don't get it. But Hiroki Sumi shows up and gets eliminated in 46 seconds. However, Mike Kanellis got eliminated in 3 seconds.
Poor Mike.
Poor Mike, man. The other people in this match, I'm trying to think here. I'm tired, guys. I haven't got my mind all straight or anything.
Yeah, so neither have I.
Kofi Kingston, Tony Nese, and Dash Wilder, and Hornswoggle was number 12. The anonymous Raw general manager himself.
Just an iPad in the ring.
Just an iPad in the ring. And then Michael Cole gets off the commentary booth. Can I have your attention, please?
And then number 39, Titus World Slide himself.
We'll get to that later on.
No, we're getting to it now. I've just announced it.
Okay. So we'll just quickly breeze through some of the other people. We'll slide through this. Primo Colon, Xavier Wood, Bo Dallas, Kurt Angle, Scott Dawson, Goldust, Connor, Elias, love me some Elias, Luke Gallows, Rhino, Drew Gulak, Tucker Knight from NXT, one half of Heavy Machinery, which is a great.
You almost slipped up.
Hey. Bobby Roode, Fandango, Chad Gable, your boy Rey Mysterio, Mojo Rawley, Tyler Breeze, Big E, Carl Anderson, Apollo Crews, Roderick Strong, the newest member of the Undisputed Era, also from NXT, Randy Orton, Heath Slater, Baba Tunde, whoever the fuck he is, apparently he's from NXT, Baron Corbin,
Boring Corbin,
number 39. Let's get to the best moment of this show. The best moment of this show. So number 39. I'm laughing just fucking thinking about this.
Oh my god.
Titus O'Neil.
What did he even slip on? That's what I'm trying to get my head around.
So Titus runs to the ring.
Full speed.
And slips fucking, like, not even ass up, just fucking Oh my god! And
Like a
he
slip and slide.
yeah, and slides underneath the fucking ring.
It's like
Here's the thing,
Billy. It's like Billy said, to get over, he just had to get under.
though. Exactly. And here's the thing as well. Like, if he would have gone into the middle, he would have fucked himself up
Yeah,
badly.
definitely. There's probably a lot of shit under that ring.
Yeah.
Like
So
if it's not
luckily,
weapons,
yeah.
there's probably like electrical equipment under there
Yeah, so
that he would have gotten
lucky,
caught on.
yeah, so lucky for Titus, he slid in the ring just before he hit something bad. So he's not completely, so he's not hurt at all, but he produced the best moment of the night, in my
He's
opinion.
taking it like a fucking
Commentary-
champ too.
Yeah, like on Monday Night Raw, he even slipped up on the apron, which obviously that was planned.
Fucking oh,
But
I know it was planned, but seeing fucking Corbin just laughing his ass off at it.
yeah, I think this is going to be his next gimmick. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Titus slips up. Pretty much.
Titus World Slide is going to be a thing.
He's going to be this generation's Shockmaster. I can see it now.
Oh, that fucking meme that Billy sent of like the Shockmaster figure passing the torch to the Titus O'Neil figure.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a beautiful moment right
Oh,
there. So
most beautiful moment in professional wrestling.
it's why we watch wrestling, folks. But
Moments like those.
yeah. So number 40 was Dan Mather, who was a big roidy bald guy, so not Ryback, as we'll call him. I have seen him before in like the Performance Center and stuff like that. Braun Strowman was number 41. After that was Ty Dillinger, Kurt Hawkins, Bobby Lashley. I'll be a son of a bitch. The Great Khali as
Everyone's
the
favorite.
the greatest wrestler of them all. Has the personality of a brick wall, but you know what? He's built like a brick wall, mate. So. He got eliminated in like 31 seconds by Braun and Bobby, and then after that was Kevin Owens, and coming in at number 47 was Shane McMahon, and Owens' face was like, "What the fuck, cunt?" And which I like how, and he also did this again with another superstar who was in this match, and then number 48 and 49, Shelton Benjamin and Big Ass.
I fucking saw that photo again like not long ago. It just made me laugh because I was remembering it.
Dude, and
Ass.
number 50 was Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens' eyes just almost pop out of his head as soon as he sees Chris Jericho, which I love how he still has that storytelling behind him. He doesn't forgive what Jericho did to him, so I do like that about Kevin Owens. Now, Sami Zayn wasn't a part of this show because of his I think it was his Syrian heritage.
Yeah,
and
Saudi Arabia do not like Syria at all.
yeah, and they also did a bit as well where they had a few guys at the Performance Center show up, and then Arya Davari and Khosrow Davari,
The original Davari.
the original Davari,
The OG Davari.
OG Davari, pop up, and they say, well, what country they were representing again? Like
Iran, I think.
Iran, and the crowd boos him. Like, it got so bad that Davari was receiving death threats from fans in Saudi Arabia about that. So, yeah, Saudi Arabians. What a
It
bunch
just,
of marks.
I don't know why they still like. He had to like put a statement up on his Twitter and everything. And it's just thinking, sure, it's 2018. Surely people know that wrestling is scripted, and that
It's
they
a
can tell
form
the
of entertainment.
and then they can tell the difference between a man's like actual personal views and what he's been told to say.
Yeah, just some people were just taking it too far. So I hope the Davari brothers are doing all well. But the winner of the match,
I would actually like to see OG Davari back in WWE at some point.
yeah, that would be all right to see. Like, have a tag if they're gonna do the cruiserweight tag team division. Have Arya Davari and OG Davari become the feud for the belts, maybe if that ever becomes a thing. But
or maybe
winner,
he'll be like Arya Davari's like manager or something.
Oh, that's actually probably a better idea. I'd probably prefer that more than a tag team, honestly. But as for the winner of the Greatest Royal Rumble, Braun Strowman won the match. Perfect guy to win it, in my opinion.
I called that shit.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
think,
sure we
yeah,
all did.
pick Braun, but like he was the perfect guy to win it, man. So I was happy to see him get as big as a moment as this and finally win some sort of a big championship. I know it's not an official title, but
It's
for
like the
him,
$1 million title. It doesn't really exist.
yeah, all the Mysterio division titles, but
Excuse me. It exists, cunt.
it exists to me, damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it.
But yeah, just nothing but happiness towards Braun Strowman. He's just been my favorite guy on Raw for the last year or so, and surely WWE just put the fucking title on him. Like if
Just put
Braun,
a title on him that's
yeah,
the tag titles.
and it's not with a 10-year-old kid. Like here's the thing, as well. If Brock Lesnar is not going to drop the belt to Roman Reigns, it has to be Braun, surely. You can't be that ignorant to ignore the fan response that Braun Strowman gets, and just
Like
how
literally every
popular.
time like he does anything, like there's just the arena just fucking explodes.
He is over with the fans. But the thing is, he's naturally over with the fans. Like WWE didn't force him upon us. We were more than happy to see Braun Strowman because of his character was just so well written and so put, and he
And
knows how
because
to
it was
embrace
killing
that
Roman
character.
Reigns more often than not.
Yeah, but like he did it in such a brutal way that it was so much entertaining because everyone's like, "Oh, what's Braun gonna do next?" That's why people love Braun Strowman so much because when
Yeah,
he comes out, you never know what he's gonna do.
like he might flip over the entire arena at some
Yeah,
point.
I think it's gonna have to be it, man. Like Braun,
That's gonna be how his career ends. Like
or
he's
he
just
just,
gonna flip
or he
over
just,
the arena.
or he just starts flipping tables, mate, JBL style.
Oh yes, so he's already done that though.
Yeah, he did it at SummerSlam, so
Yeah, we were there.
yeah. Actually, oh, I just found this out as well. Braun Strowman broke Roman's record for most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
13 eliminations. So, yeah, fuck you, Roman. You're out of the scene, buddy.
Oi.
Nah, all good. No disrespect to Roman, but as for Braun Strowman, it's cool that now he's officially in the record books for that. And now that he's won the greatest Royal Rumble match, I think that's definitely going to be a great thing to put on his like career resume for
Yeah.
sure. Because now we don't have to say Alberto Del Rio won the biggest Royal Rumble in history. We can say
Yeah.
Braun fucking Strowman won it. And if you don't agree, you're going to get these hands, boy. So the greatest Royal Rumble match. As for the show, like, it was a show. It happened. If you missed out on it, you didn't miss out on much besides Titus O'Neil's slide and Braun Strowman winning the whole thing. And also Daniel Bryan's chest throughout the match. God, that his chest got so red during that match. Oh my lord. But we're going to move on from the Greatest Royal Rumble match and look into the future for the Backlash pay-per-view. And we're going to quickly just talk about these matches because I don't know how long we've been talking for. We've
Probably
been
like
talking
an
for,
hour
yeah,
almost.
solid hour at least. So we're gonna quickly run through these matches, who we think is going to win and why. So the pre-show match is going to be Ruby Riott versus Bayley. I'm going to say Ruby Riott because she's new on Raw and she's got the Riott squad with her. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Bayley winning this match, as bad as it sounds.
Yeah. So yeah, Ruby Riott win that match. So we'll talk about the two mid card championship matches. First one, the Intercontinental title, Seth Rollins versus The Miz. I say Rollins retains.
Yeah, I'm going to say Rollins retains as well. I was going to say, oh, I might fight you on that one because they might tie Jericho's record, but yeah.
Miz is on SmackDown, and the US title is now a SmackDown exclusive title. So I don't see Miz winning this match at all. And also with the potential feud between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in the future. So yeah,
And
Seth
Miz
Rollins.
and
Yeah,
Bryan as well.
Yeah, when that takes place. So yeah, I'm going to say Seth Rollins will retain his Intercontinental title. So we also have the United States Championship match between Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. I'm going to say Hardy's going to retain because he just won it. I see no need for Orton to retain, although it wouldn't be completely shocking to see Randy Orton win the US title. If I'm being really honest with you, they could definitely give it to him.
Yeah,
But I don't want him to, man. I guess it's just I'm a mark for Jeff Hardy. I'm just so happy to
yeah,
see him.
dirty Mark.
I'm a dirty fucking mark, mate, for Jeff Hardy. But like the thing as well, it just gives me so much nostalgia to see Jeff Hardy back in the singles competition because as someone who grew up watching Jeff Hardy compete for singles competition was just it gives me that nostalgic feeling of when I was like 10 years old watching WWE. So to see Jeff Hardy get a singles title reign is just awesome to me. And I don't want Randy Orton to take that away. So yeah, for selfish reasons, I want Jeff Hardy to retain the US Championship. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I will definitely go with you on that one. I'd say Jeff Hardy's going to retain the championship. I don't see the need for Orton to win the championship back.
Yeah, so we're all praying for Brother Nero to win that. So
Oh, brother.
brother.
Brother, 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 brother.
The two women's championship matches. So we'll start off with Raw, Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. I have to mention this about Alexa Bliss. The little segments that she's been doing on Raw
Yeah,
recently, the A Moment of Bliss. Oh, dude, they
it's
have
so
been
good.
Alexa Bliss is so perfect at playing that bitchy mean girl character and who is just continuously playing as the victim in this situation, despite the fact
It
that we
reminds
know full well that she's in the wrong about everything.
yeah, it kind of reminds me like if Lay Cool was like one person, then Alexa Bliss would be it.
Yeah, because it kind of makes sense because it reminds me a lot of Lay Cool because first they're related to Mickey James because Lay Cool had a feud with Mickey James in 2009, 2010, and Alexa is kind of teamed up with Mickey, and also they love making fat jokes as well, so that kind of helps. So I think I'm pretty sure Nia Jax is going to retain the Raw Women's Championship. If Alexa didn't beat her at WrestleMania, why do I think she's going to beat her at bloody Backlash? So yeah. Nia Jax is going to retain because she's not like most girls, pretty much.
Fucking hell! I was. Oh,
you were
thought you were going to
preparing
make
it.
that joke.
I had to.
I thought you were going to make that
I
joke.
had to, mate. It's too easy. Too easy.
Fair
So
enough.
the SmackDown. Yeah. Oh.
Fucking trying to skip over me in my predictions, you dog. No, I reckon Nia Jax is going to retain as well. Don't really see the reason for Alexa Bliss to win the title back, much like with Randy Orton the US title.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right,
yeah.
now we can move on
to the SmackDown Women's title match between Carmella and Charlotte Flair. And you know what? I'm going to say Charlotte's going to beat Carmella. I know she's just won the championship, but Money in the Bank holders have a pretty bad track record when it comes to keeping championships for quite a while. So I'm going to say that Charlotte Flair is going to win back the SmackDown Women's Champion. I could be wrong, and there's a good chance I probably will be wrong, but you know what? I'm going to say that the Queen, Charlotte Flair, will pull out all the stops to beat Carmella for the SmackDown Women's title and potentially go on to a feud with the iconic duo of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce and defending against either Billie or Peyton or both, if that's even possible.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Carmella or something, but have her like retain because of a DQ. But I'll go with Charlotte for this one.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. So we'll talk about the two non-title matches, I guess. Well, I guess I know Raw has another non-title match, but it feels more like their main event in a way. So on the SmackDown side, we have Daniel Bryan versus
Daniel Bryan's winning, no questions. Let's move on.
from Big Cass.
Huh?
From Big Cass.
Yeah, no, yeah. Daniel Bryan's winning that match. There's no way they're going to have him lose to Big Cass.
I don't know, man. Well, I want Daniel Bryan to win, obviously, but
yeah,
like
Big Cass would kind of benefit from a win, but
if they really want to push
he wouldn't
him,
really. Like,
then
what would he really gain from it? Like, what would Daniel Bryan gain from it, from losing to Big Cass?
So I'm probably going to have to pick Daniel Bryan on that one as well. Although
Exactly.
I'll be pretty shocked if Big Cass actually wins. I'll be like, oh shit, he fucking won. Then they must be really wanting to push this guy because he was like the runner-up in the Greatest Royal Rumble. So if they let him beat Daniel Bryan, then this will be a big case of like, yeah, they're really gonna go all the way with this guy. So also a tag team match player.
Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, holla. Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley will face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I don't really know who's going to win. I don't really care who's going to win.
I'm going to say Owens and Zayn by shenanigans.
I was going to say that as well, but you know what? Just to be different, I'm going to go Braun and Bobby.
Oof.
Just to be different, eh? So, fucking madman over here.
Oh.
So.
You've lost it.
I've lost the plot, guys. Put me in a
mental.
I think I'm going to need some of that Xanax that you would keep telling me to go on. So, we'll get to the two main event matches for each brand. The first one for Raw, Roman Reigns, the Big Dog versus Samoa Joe. I think this match is going to be great. I really think this match is going to be damn good.
Yeah, they've put on some good matches in the past, even though most of the time they've taken place on Raw. They've still been pretty good matches.
Yeah, and now that they've put them on a pay-per-view status and a main event status, I feel like these two guys can put on a really great match. Who I think is going to win? Joe could win because this is a non-title match, but
it is Roman.
Yeah.
You know they're all about cocking that fist
and making it rain. So
bitch.
I'm gonna pick the Big Dog for this one. I hope I'm wrong. Please, this is the one prediction where I want to lose because I love it.
I feel like even if Roman wins, we all lose.
Yeah, at the end of the day. But
Samoa
Joe.
Which Samoan Joe do I pick to win the match?
Which Samoan named Joe? The Samoan submission machine.
Fuck it, I'm going to go for Reigns as well.
Big Dog. Go for the Big Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll get to the match I hope is the main event. A no DQ match for the WWE title. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I think this match is going to be awesome. I hope so. Please be good. Please be the match we wanted to see at WrestleMania. But now that it's no DQ and Nakamura's character has just been really great.
As JR would say, it's going to be a barn burner.
Oh, man. And put in a main event match. How could it not be a fucking barn burner? For sure. And I'm going to say... Oh, you want to hear?
So you fucking yawn.
That Nakamura's going to win.
I'm going to fight you on that one. I'm going to say AJ's going to retain.
Because he's the phenomenal one. He's the bloke
he's too phenomenal. He's the bloke that tells the jokes, the champ that runs the camp, face that runs the place. Fuck, what else rhymes that he could be?
You guys can come up with that if you're watching.
Yeah,
leave the effort to you guys watching. But I just want this match to be everything that we've been anticipating for when it comes to AJ and Nakamura, and more as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see if this is the match we've been finally waiting for. So yeah, I'm gonna say Nakamura is going to win the WWE title and just become a fantastic heel WWE champion.
So if Nakamura is to win the championship, then I wouldn't be mad because it would be something that I'd love to see. I'm still going with AJ.
Yeah. So I think that just about wraps it up here, guys, for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts on the Greatest Royal Rumble pay-per-view and your predictions for Backlash. Leave them below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think. Make sure to check me out on Twitter and Instagram at JackmanLaw31. If you can check out Campbell at TheFive8th on Twitter. And we'll see you guys in a future video. I'm probably going to do a Backlash review Monday, Tuesday, or whenever the fuck I decide to post it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this, and we are out in 3, 2, 1.